Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air once more on second down. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
First down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Pacheco. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And now third and goal coming up.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better...
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's his second touchdown of the year. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll take it at the 12. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now a give. The ball comes out. That's picked up by the Chiefs.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
A big play to kick off this drive. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. They go play action with Mahomes. That one taken in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be third down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Second and 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the right side here. Pass is caught. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, KC.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level. They could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
Set to go now on first and 10. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. He'll come up now for second down and 4. Tight end going in motion here. Mahomes now on second down. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown KC. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. That's thrown quickly, taken in by Collins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. On the move past the 40. And they will finally run him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to the air one more time. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw again. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone.
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And third down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll send a tight end in motion. Mahomes to throw it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Now, faking the give. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. He'll drop to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And If they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. This one from 52 yards away. This one not on target. It is short. It is right. It is no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing now, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Mahomes. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now, Mahomes. That is brought in at the 10. And he's got another one. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Chiefs take over.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Mahomes. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. 3rd down and 9. Mahomes back. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out. Oh, a loose football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack. 2nd down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Throwing now on 1st and 10.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll throw out of the gun. Bailey Flowers wide open. He's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. 1st down, Vegas.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. This, a 44-yard attempt. And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy. So if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And on third down, that ball incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
They get 18 yards on fourth down and a fresh set of downs.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. He'll try to run with White, and he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal. He'll try to run with White. Powering forward. He's in. Zamir White. Touchdown, Vegas. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle. They face second down and 7. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
And on a game where it seems like this quarterback hasn't really done much wrong, that's really his most critical missed throw so far. He's had himself a really good game up until this point, but I think that's one when he goes back and watches the tape, he knows he should have had it.
Third and long for Mahomes. Again, working deep downfield.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one caught downfield by Flowers.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raider first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time, Mike, talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and we saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means fourth down coming up.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He'd missed twice already, but this one goes through. And the Raiders are back within 2 scores.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Mahomes. That is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Now a run on first down. He is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 16-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
And he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the 3rd. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
He's going to look for the home run ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he's not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man, right side. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They'll try it now with Pacheco. And he's going to have the Chiefs, and he is going to have the Chargers.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
A handoff to Pacheco. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And it's into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 1-9-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A give here to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Throwing is Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.